So grade 6 girls, let us continue with circulatory and respiratory system. And here, please turn to page number 85 so that you can highlight few things. 35, not 85, 30. Okay, yesterday I have shown you that I have told you about we have blood vessels. And in blood vessels, there are three types of blood vessels. One is artery with A, capillary with C, which is very tiny blood vessels, and we have veins. Okay, I told you to remember artery is A, artery.
Miss, I can't see the book. I see the website.
You cannot see the book?
Yeah.
Okay, now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Thank you for informing me, dear, because it happens sometimes. Now, I told you that blood vessels, they are in three parts. One is artery, one is vein, and the other is capillaries. Blood vessels, arteries, veins, and capillary. They are they have three parts. Artery, veins, and capillaries. In artery, I said the word A means away from the heart. Away from the heart. When I say vein, that is opposite. Away means, what is the opposite of away? Towards. Right? So veins bring towards the heart, and artery that they carry the blood away from the heart to the part of the body. Veins, they get back towards the heart, away from the heart, towards the heart. I'll just draw the heart here so that you remember away from heart and towards the heart. So the artery, please highlight here this one. The artery is a blood vessel that carry blood away from the heart. Arteries have thick walls with a layer of...
Miss, do we highlight it?
Yes, that's why I told you to open the book. Artery is a blood vessel that carry blood away from the heart, and they have thick walls with layer of smooth muscle. Each heartbeat, like a single heartbeat when they do lap up, that time they pump the blood into your artery at high pressure, at very high pressure. Girls, I know your blood moving down, okay, because of the gravity, but it has to come back. Imagine it has to be in so much of pressure. If you have a pipe, water pipe, if you don't open up in pressure, it will go down, but it will not come up. The pipe, if it's a round pipe like this, what do you think? The water will go, but to come up, it needs a lot of pressure. That's why they say arteries have thick walls with a layer of smooth muscle. Each heartbeat plumps into your arteries at high pressure, which is your blood pressure. That is called the blood pressure. Okay? It pumps the blood into the arteries at high pressure, which is called blood pressure. This pressure pushes blood through the arteries. Artery walls are strong and stretched to withstand the pressure. The walls of the arteries are very strong, girls, that it can take that very, very high pressure. Or else you know that if you are putting more pressure on a very delicate part, it will burst. But these arteries walls are very strong. To withstand the nutrition, oxygen, and other substances must leave the blood to get your body cells. They are, with the blood, what all are going to all parts of the body? Nutrients, oxygens, and other substances. Now, carbon dioxide and other waste leave body and are carried away from blood. A capillary vessel that allow these exchange between the body cells and blood. The gas, like even while taking away or bringing back, you need something which will exchange, which will not mix the bad blood with the good one. So that is the capillary doing. There are blood vessels that allow exchange of body cells. The exchange of gas, because of capillary walls, are only one cell thick. Capillaries are so narrow that blood cell must pass through them in single file. No cell in the body is more than 3 or 4 cells away from a capillary. Means we have so many capillaries. Now, capillaries lead to vein. Now, you are seeing here blue and red, blue and red. That means one is responsible for the away from the blood, one is to take towards the heart, and one away from the heart. One is artery and the other is vein. Between them, how are they connected to each other? With the help of capillaries. Do you understand this? They are connected with the help of capillaries. Blood in veins is not under as much as pressure. In the arteries, it is so much pressure, but in veins, not much. Valves in the veins keep the blood from flowing back in it. The contraction of skeletal muscle around veins can help move in the veins. Arteries carry oxygen. Arteries means away from the heart. It's away from the heart means it goes to the parts of the body. So of course, to the part of the body, it will not give the deoxygenated blood. It will give the fresh oxygen-rich blood away from the heart. Veins carry oxygen-poor blood back to the heart. It's very clear, girls. This is very clear that arteries carry oxygen-rich blood away from the heart and veins carry oxygen-poor blood back to the heart. Capillaries deliver oxygen-rich blood to body cells, take oxygen-poor. This is the one for delivering. It gives, see how they are connected. Do you see here? How both are connected. So this capillaries, they are giving and good oxygen blood to the parts of the cells and taking from them the poor blood. So what is blood made up of? Yesterday we saw in the video, it's made up of white blood cell, it's made up of red blood cell, plasma, I explained you white blood cell, I explained you red blood cell, I explained you plasma. Platelets will do today. Okay?
Yeah, miss, there's this green thing between all of the red blood cells. The
Platelet. Yes, the platelet. Like example, girls, I told you red blood cells, I told you they are like a car. They transport oxygen to all and they have something which is called as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. And what is this hemoglobin? It is responsible because that is why my blood is red in color because of hemoglobin. Here, let me highlight it, girls. I've explained you everything. They have to highlight it. Hemoglobin is an oxygen-carrying protein. It clings to the oxygen molecules you inhale. And what do this red blood cell do? Red blood cell transport oxygen to cells in every part of the body. They're disc shaped, no need for this. Red blood cells are disc-shaped that do not have nucleus. Remember, they do not have nucleus. Yes, the white blood cells have nucleus. They bring oxygen to every cell in your body. Very important, all of the points. Now, I told you that the fluid part is called the plasma. Usually it's yellow in color. It's mixture of water, minerals, nutrients. What is plasma? Mixture of water, mineral, nutrients, sugar, proteins, and other substances. They also carry waste. That's it. Now, carefully listen to me. Platelets are tiny pieces of large cells found in bone marrow. Do you remember the bone marrow inside the bone? Inside the bone, we have something large cells which produce red cells, red blood cells, I told you. So they have tiny pieces of cells, larger cells. In cells, there are larger cells which are called as platelets. They are alive for only 5 to 10 days and then they make a new platelet. If accidentally you cut or scrape your skin, you bleed because blood vessels have cut open. Because your blood vessels are open, they will come out. And that's the reason you bleed. After some time, you will see your blood become thick And you can see the blood vessels, the small drops. Thick, it will become thick. As soon as bleeding starts, platelet begins to clump together. Subhanallah, it's all Allah's creation, girls. So that all of the blood do not flow outside, the blood becomes thick and it becomes clot. That is because of platelet. Once I have a cut, first of all it bleeds, and then after some time the platelet begins to clump. They become like, thick blood. Did you anytime observe? Sticky and thick. First of all, it bleeds, and after that, it becomes thick blood because the blood vessels, platelets clump together to reduce the blood loss. And these fibers help them to blood clot. Do you know the meaning of blood clot, girls? Do you know the meaning of blood clot?
No.
Blood.
No.
As I told you, when you have a cut, okay, first the blood will bleed. Imagine there's a cut here, it will bleed all over. Then this blood,
Yeah.
because of it is clot, it becomes a blood clot. Like clot is something not allowing the other blood to come out. Clot is something that do not allow the blood to come out more, flow more. I'm sure you understood till here. And we have seen yesterday how the white blood cells look like and what is the role of white blood cell helping to fight with the bacteria. And as I told you, even when you go to a doctor, your white blood cells will be more when you are having fever or infected. White blood cells, sorry. White blood cells help keep you healthy by fighting with the pathogens. It can be virus, it can be bacteria. And some of the blood cells are forming antibodies. They are chemical that identify the pathogen, that identify which kind of bacteria or which kind of virus it is. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Before I continue with how to, because this is very, very important part, girls, how to blood move to the body. You need to know. Everyone needs to know that. So before going further to read, I want to show you a video